Welcome aboard, one and all, to the home of the Hype Train and our dedicated football team, Hype Train FC. Our final match highlights of the 2021-22 season begins right now, with the club in action in the quarter-finals of the East Berkshire Football League's Presidents Cup, as the train were on the road to Burnham Grammar School's 4G pitch on Saturday the 19th of March 2022 against Frontline FC. This was the first time we had ever played Frontline, and it was our third match in the Presidents Cup after an 8-0 home win over Sandhurst in the preliminary round, before a nail-biting game with a last-gasp winner against Hearts of Bracknell in the last 16, securing our spot against arguably the best team left in the pot. Wearing our orange and black Kitlocker power-up strip, we started with Jamie Halsall in goal for the team. Ahead of Jamie, we had a defensive backline that consisted of Robert Austin, club captain Vincent van Lembergen, Joe Sawyer and George Fradgley. In midfield, Callum Fox-Spence sat ahead in defensive midfield and was joined in the middle of the park by Gino Izzo and Shane Cooper-Clark, whilst out wide in support of Leon Mannion. In the lone forward position, we had Phil Newport and John Watkins out wide. Among the substitutes for the game, Ash Ali was joined by Callum Parr-Jones and Danny Basden. If you're a first time viewer or returning to the train, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Hype Train FC's YouTube channel today. To get more from the train, we're across all major social media platforms and have a live website that houses our club history, match reports as well as photo galleries, and we have a parent website, thehypetrain.co.uk, where you can find wider football and fantasy football articles and analysis, as well as exclusives from our grassroots football team. We're starting from left to right in orange and black, and Frontline, of course, are in their black and white strips here. We start here with an incident that would go on to affect the team throughout the rest of the game, and it's when Leon Mannion is brought down, and he's brought down over his ankle, and it means that he's hobbling throughout the rest of the game. First chance on the door goes to the hosts here, and it starts when a loose ball is picked up by Frontline on the right hand side here. They work the channel well as they skip past myself at left back here. They eventually make a run into the penalty area, do a low cross into the box, and it's cleared away and then headed away for a corner by Vince. First blood though in the game went to the away team, and Frontline were caught unaware here as a throw-in on the right-hand side gets played well. Callum Fox does great to win the ball back with a lot of ingenuity and battle in there. Before Frontline give the ball away in the middle of the park, is picked up by Rob Austin, who plays in Leon. Leon plays in Phil. Phil gets around the goalkeeper. He takes a clattering, but the effort rolls in as Leon helps shepherd it away into the net as the team have a 1-0 lead in the first 5 minutes of the game. First shot on the doors for the hosts now, and it's again they're working it from left to right. Frontline were very good at passing it around the back here, and as you can see here, they work a channel, they cut in, they look for the pass, though after second clearance away they eventually get a shot off and it's well over the bar. Now a Shane Cooper-Clark delivery definitely hits the hand of a Frontline player inside the penalty area. About 3 yards away, the referee says it's not a handball even though he's got his arm all the way up in the air. I pick up the ball at the halfway line. I pick out Vince, play a nice 1-2 to him before I launch the ball to Shane Cooper-Clark, still on the left hand side. Shane's got the beating of a defender here as he cuts in. He takes the shot. It flashes in front of the goalkeeper. John Watkins is there to follow it up, and the team have a good 2-0 lead in the opening quarter of an hour as we're looking to take control of the cup game. The first clip of the game we showed Leon getting taken out by one of their defensive players, and what it meant was that the number 9 missed pretty much all of our run into the cup final as he'd really twisted and damaged his knee. He had a race against time for our cup final here, and as you can see here, there's one effort here that falls to him and he's hobbling on his ankle before he's even taken the shot. In quick succession, the teams had opportunities that fell to the number 9 Leon. Though his ankle injury was going to play foul to him in this game, we actually had to take Leon off at half-time due to the ankle, and we had to manage him throughout the rest of the game here. And an opportunity falls here when Joe wins a header that's lumped up the pitch. We do win really well before Leon is played through here. Leon, who's hobbling, takes a shot. He probably should have finished it here, but again, as you can see, he's falling on his ankle and it's playing havoc again. And now we switch over to the right-hand side as Frontline are attacking us again here. They look to play in a ball, but Captain Fantastic Vince makes an excellent challenge. Now we're into the second half and Frontline are putting the pressure on the team here, and there's an opportunity here that falls to the team. We're dropping quite deep in the game as one shot is blocked. A second comes out to their player and he somehow is managing to keep hold of the ball. There's a cross into the back stick here that eventually falls out to a player who flashes over. Their second half was definitely an open affair and Frontline largely had possession of the ball. They were a play it around tiki-taka team here, and as they're working the ball from right to left, this demonstrates how they were playing. This pass on occasion was overhit here, which allowed John Watkins on the right to pick up the ball. He does excellently here to play the ball down the line to Leon. Leon collects the ball. He's got Shane Cooper-Clark running on the left, John Owen support on the left as well. Leon eventually cuts in as there's calls to get in the box. It comes across to Shane, who flashes a shot, and it's hitting the side netting. Shane was involved in our next attack and it was from a dead ball here just over the halfway line. Cooper-Clark buries an effort that eventually goes into the back post here. Phil Newport, the number 11, runs onto it, though the shot is over the bar and out for a goal kick. Another opportunity for the train here, and again it falls to Shane. We do win the ball back. Fragilely plays the ball down the line to Shane. He takes it excellently. He beats off and shrugs off his defenders. He runs through powerfully. He's only got the goalkeeper in the way, though the frontline goalkeeper, who was excellent on the day, comes out and smothers Shane's efforts. Down the other end now, Frontline were really starting to put the press on, and you can see a series of opportunities for them now as they're looking to get back into the game. They work the ball through the middle here as they eventually line up. They take a shot. It's to Jamie's left, though it's not on target. More applied pressure now from Frontline as they're working the middle of the park here. Callum Parr-Jones does well to stop the advances of their number 7 when the ball eventually gets cleared out to the right hand side, though Frontline is still in possession here as they feed the ball down the right hand side. The cross comes in, it's into the middle of the goal, and the shot is flashed in front of Jamie, who makes a good save and away from goal. Running our luck, this time Frontline have a corner kick that's floated into the penalty area. They win the first ball and there's a challenge for the second. Vince tries to clear away, though it's only half cleared before we have to make a block, and it's out for the corner. As you can see, the resulting corner sees one of their players play a quick corner kick here. We aren't switched on quickly enough as we got a few runners out. They take a shot that actually hits the back of one of their players. He's onside and it's into the net as Frontline have their way back into the game around 65 minutes in. In an attempt to rattle the team as they were looking to get back into the game, we had a very feisty affair for Frontline, though there was a moment here where they took it well overboard, and it involves our right back George Fragilely. He gets absolutely clattered here. What I've done is put the play in slow-mo here. Fragilely is the right back here. As you can see, there's a tussle with one of their players. The bald Frontline player turns around, and as they have the ball there, you can see him just absolutely swipe out on Fragilely. The play stops for about 3 minutes. The player has nothing against him, and the game goes on with 11 versus 11. Taking chunks out of the team now, we're in extra time in the first half, and quite honestly, we have absolutely no idea how this has gone in. Just look at this effort from the Frontline player. It's an excellent goal by the midfielder, and we definitely have to show this on repeat. All of a sudden the game had turned and the team now faced extra time. We're about a minute away from that. As you can see here, Frontline put the ball back to the edge of the box here. Callum Fox has actually done very well to win the ball in a 50-50, though from 18 yards out the referee has given a free kick. Frontline have 2 men standing over the ball, a lefty and a man on the right. Jamie is stood central to the goal here as Frontline are about to shape up to send us out of the cup, and their shot flashes about 4 inches wide of Jamie's left hand post. After a lot of endeavour from both teams, Frontline nearly gave us a scare on the 90th minute, and Callum Parr-Jones here forces the full-time whistle when he drags the ball into the opposition half, which means for the very first time Hype Train Football Club were going to be involved in extra time. The team started the extra time period going from right to left here, and we win a throw-in after some great pressure by Leon and Ash in attack. I at left back pick up the ball, Phil Newport signalling that he wants it. He eventually leaves it for Callum Parr-Jones, and just 1 minute into extra time, the team had regained the lead. It was another fantastic effort, another worldie by CPJ to give the team an advantage.
Yeah, Gino, if Leon's fucked, I'm going to ask you to go back on the air and then we can just put CPJ higher up.
Yeah.
Yep. Strike.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I got that on camera as well.
Come on! Cal! Fucking great! Yes, Callum!
A worldie when we needed it.
Back to our VO camera, Frontline have a corner kick here. It's on the right hand side, and eventually the ball's going to pan back out here. We've got a lot of men in the 6-yard box, and the corner kick is actually on its way in, and Jamie here has to react really well to punch the ball clear from danger. Another opportunity for Frontline here starts when we work the ball down the left-hand side here. Phil wins the first head, as he always does, before Frontline picked up the pieces in midfield here. As you can see, they work it well with their feet again. Before unleashing a shot, it's wide of Jamie's post again. It's another nearly moment now for the hosts as Frontline are working the ball down the left-hand side, though in reality we're not really sure why this was allowed to go ahead, as their number 18 Viz in an offside position. The same player that kicked for it, George Fradgley, is offside and he plays a shot against the post. For sure here I would have been lynched, mobbed and quartered by Vince, our captain, if I didn't include this in the highlights package here. The number 5 went up for a set piece, and Vince is making a fantastic recovery run here. He gets into a position, he wins the ball, it's a great interception, and just because Vince will want to see it again, we've got a different angle. As you can see here, Vince has gone up and he makes an excellent run back.
Hands up and boat. Let's work! Everyone back! Come on, boys, let's dig deep! Yes, Vinny!
This game just had absolutely no chill about it, and there was another opportunity for Frontline. We're now in the second half of extra time as they're working a set piece. The ball is only cleared out to one of their players, who takes a pot shot at the edge of the box, and somehow they miss again.
I think his 10 have been gone.
Yes, Kyle! Go on, Leon! Leon, switch it! Leon, switch it! Switch it! Work back, Cal! Work back, Cal! Go on, Leon!
Hold that ball there!
Hold it! Hold it!
Don't back him up, Danny! Back him up, Danny! Don't back him up, Danny! Hold it there! Hold it there! Back him up, boys! Yeah!
Work back! Work back!
The dying minutes of the game now. We're about 145 minutes on the clock here as Frontline substitute takes away the focus of the VO camera as Callum Parr-Jones picks up the ball. He drives in and unleashes a great shot which draws an equally good save from their keeper. Chance after chance after chance, and we are now with about 2 minutes left on the clock as Frontline's number 7 picks up the ball here. He's very tricky and quick here, though he couldn't beat the defensive line that we're holding up here. He eventually decides to feed the ball backwards as Frontline work the edge of the box again here. It eventually comes out to their right midfielder here, who takes a pot shot, and it's just over Jamie's bar.
He's probably got about 10 minutes left on his clock.
Yeah.
Come on, boys, don't be lazy now. Oh, he's done it. Oi, oi. Unlucky. Unlucky.
This is now his like 4th minute of added time of his 2. He was literally about to blow his whistle then, and then oh my god! We're now in his 4th minute of 2 minutes of added time. 1 minute. Where do these minutes keep coming from, man?
Break, boys.
That's what you're doing there.
Foul. Yes!
Yes.
So here we are, through to the semis, and those are the degenerates behind there.
I think the ref might have been racist.
Give him hold.
That's what I got sent off for. I got sent off to you.
Yeah.
We like! Hey!
That's the thing.
After a long battle in Burnham with the club needing to go for an extra time period for the very first time in history, after a near 150-minute encounter against Frontline FC, we were finally able to get across the line without the need for penalties to secure our place in the semi-finals of the Presidents Cup. Goals from Phil Newport, John Watkins and the match winner by Callum Parr-Jones in the first minute of extra time, and some fantastic defending as a team along the way in a very tough game got us to our first semi-final. That's what we'll be bringing you next as the Training Old Winters reserve team fight tooth and nail at Britwell FC's Chicken Ranch for a place in the all-important final in May. Until next time, as ever, believe the hype.